Hello everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depends where you are located today. My name is Janusz Wróblewski and I will lead our presentation today with my colleagues, but first I have a short technical question. Can you type on the chat if you can hear me and you can see me? I would like to check if everything is perfect and everything is fine. See and hear. Okay, thank you very much for that information. So let's start. So as I said, I'm Janusz Wróblewski. I'm the GM Sales Director at the Sinterit. And today with my great colleagues, Dominik Stasiak, International Sales Manager, and Robert Garbacz, we will lead the presentation with you. Dominik is a key account manager and he is responsible for many countries all over the world. And Robert is the head of the support department, and he knows a lot, if not all, about our machine, about our products. So this is the really right question to ask anything about our machine from technical point of view. As our moderators, we have Gosia Samborska, Senior Product Marketing Specialist. Gosia prepared mainly this very nice presentation, what we showed today. And so you can see it. And together with her is Tomasz Stankiewicz. Tomasz is a content specialist and specialist about this platform where we are hosting this webinar today. I have some technical information for you because maybe nobody are familiar with that. So first of all, you can see the presentation, but if the picture of mine and other pictures from the camera is covering a part of the presentation, please click this icon over there. And the picture will be moved to the right up corner. So there will be no anything covering the presentation. I think it will be much easier for you to watch. And another very important topic and tip. In the chat, you can ask a question during a presentation, and it is very important that you finish your question by the question mark. So this is what I mark here. So if you would like to ask about anything, please finish by the question mark. And all the questions will be listed on this platform. And on the end, during a Q&A session, we'll be able to answer all the questions, so we will not miss anything. You can type those questions all the time during the presentation, during webinar, during every chapter of that. So please do it to not miss any question, and we'll answer all of them. I see we have quite high numbers of the participants today, and their number is growing and growing. So we can really start. And the first thing, the first topic I have here, I would like to ask you ask two short questions, because we would like to know about your knowledge about the SLS. So this is quick survey. Please quickly mark, answer for all the for these two questions. It will give us the feedback, how we should talk about the SLS. I hope that you are more familiar, but there are some people maybe who are not. So we would like to be sure that everything, we explain everything on the right level. So I just give you 30 seconds to that. So please do it, and in 30 seconds we will come back and continue the presentation. Okay, so thank you very much. So there are results. So we have 62% of the answers. So thank you for that. So I see that most of you know something about the SLS. Even we have the experts. So very, very good. So we will be able to move more technically and going quicker to the point. And about the second question, so quite a lot of numbers they are using. You are using the SLS printer, and I'm very happy that the users of the Sinterit are on the, let's say, first place in this survey. So there's the highest numbers of the SLS users. So that's great. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's move back to the presentation. And I would like just you mentioned that it's. Oh, sorry, I missed one slide. That every time you can contact us as a Sinterit on our website, and you can find the distributor there, ask a question, general or technical question, or get the price quotation, or order the samples. And we are always available. When you go to our website, you can see here, this is the possible chat. So, and it is very popular. Very often people asking some questions using that tool. You can also get the free sample box if you would like to have. You are not a user of the Sinterit printer. So I really advise to join us, come to us on our website, and there will be a lot of information. And all my department, or Robert, our support department, we are also available for you. Don't forget that we are trying to do our best. So let's go to the point. So the Sinterit revolution. And I ask Dominik Stasiak to join the conversation and go through the technical and aspects about our new products. Dominik, floor is yours.
Thank you, Janusz. Hello, everyone. It's my really great pleasure to be here with you, to have a chance of speaking about few very new and very exciting things that have been going on in Sinterit and finally are ready. Let's move on. The main topic of today's meeting actually is the next level of Sinterit solution. Let me begin with a few little facts, because 6 years ago, 3 former Google and ABB engineers noticed that there is a huge gap dividing the vast group of small and medium-sized companies. This is on one bank. And on the other bank are the cutting-edge SLS technology, 3D printing technology. So there was a gap which was not allowing these small and medium-sized companies to obtain, simply to be able to use this technology. 6 years ago, we started working on that. We came up with Lisa, with Sinterit Lisa, and at that time, SLS was reserved only for the biggest players who could invest over 100,000 euro in a single 3D printer. And actually noticing that gap was the very moment when the concept of Lisa appeared to the market. And now, from the very beginning, when we were 15 people on board of this rowing speedboat, which was Sinterit at that time, we were constantly speaking to our clients, and we are constantly attending trade shows worldwide, getting information, getting feedback, thinking a lot about how can we improve, what can we do more, and in which direction should actually we go. And then we simply understood that it's not about a 3D printer, it's about a solution. Now, what is SLS? I think I don't have to explain very much, because most of us here know. But what is the power of SLS? Power of SLS is possibility of printing such parts which are movable, durable, are made with powder, which means you don't need to use any support structures. With it, after 6 years of beginning in the market, now we are proud to announce to you that again, Sinterit reached another level towards the goal of delivering the excellency in experience of the full SLS 3D printing process. This is another time. This is yet another time where we managed to be the first in the desktop SLS market, offering a full, complete solution. Michał, our co-founder, has few words to say on that.
Hello, my name is Michał Grzymała-Moszczyński. I am the co-founder of Sinterit and the head of R&D department. Sinterit was the first company in the world that brought SLS technology to the benchtop. Over the past years, we have been developing products by listening to our customers. Today, we want to meet their needs again and improve the SLS experience. Now, we are the first to offer a complete solution that meets all your needs and cover the entire process of making printouts. Today, I'm excited to introduce you the PHS, Powder Handling Station, a device that makes SLS post-processing the easiest in the entire additive manufacturing. Thank you, and give the floor to Robert.
Robert, I also have a few words to say. PHS, Powder Handling Station, is the next point in our way to completing the solution. With the Powder Handling Station, this device, which you can see in the middle of the picture, we managed now to fulfill the two missing pieces actually on the way to the final product. It's worth mentioning here that SLS 3D printer and every SLS 3D printer is not producing a part. SLS 3D printer is producing a brick of powder with your part hidden somewhere inside. And we cannot forget about it, that we need to go through the powdering and powder management, and then the final post-processing by using a sandblaster. With these tools, now we have the process complete. But what we would like to focus on today is the powder handling station. This is the tool on which we have been working for the last months in this crazy 2020 year. We have been gathering feedback, first of all, from our clients. Then we were watching how other solutions are working. What is the most important thing? What should we focus on? What should we skip to make it also in the line, to make it fit a line of our products which aim to be affordable products, especially for the small and medium-sized companies, but also for the biggest players. The powder handling station, which will be explained in details by Robert shortly, first of all, is a smart, clever tool where we managed to gather all the important features for very fast and very clean process for post-processing of the printout. What is super important here, and I think this is the most important part about the powder handling station, we had in mind mostly two ideas by creating it. First of all, that the process needs to be very fast. And the second thing is that process needs to be very clean and easy. With this, we created the powder handling station, which is operated in five simple steps. First is the initial post-processing. Then we are moving to precise depowdering. Next step is printout sandblasting. So the part that most of our users already know, because sandblaster has been in our offer already for a long time. And next step is cleaning the printer and work area, for which also this powder handling station is used. And the last step is powder refreshing, which was used previously with the sieve that we are offering. Robert will explain you more on this.
Let's start. Okay, you just quickly turn on the device. Then from the shelf that we have there, from the drawer, you use the I/O box. This box is dedicated to take the print cake out and put the powder into the printer. Then you simply drop the print cake into initial depowdering zone. Well, yeah, powder handling station has many drawers just to have the accessories on your hand. So just close the drawer, and this is the fun part. You just take the parts out and just pushes the powder through the grid into initial depowdering zone. And now the feeding screw is pushing the powder to the bucket, which you will use end up, and you can easily clean your printouts on fine dust zone, which has suction, so no powder is getting into air while doing that. So, and all powder from fine dust zone also ends up in the bucket. So, and now the sandblasting. Some say that this is the most pleasurable moment. So now what is left, just take the dedicated tool and move the powder into initial depowdering zone, just to collect as much powder as you can, because all of our powders are reusable. So now the vacuum cleaner with different hose ends will give you the boost in cleaning the workspace super thoroughly. So you can clean the workspace. You can also use a different hose ends just to collect the printer out of the powder out of the printer, and you can use the ones that suits you best. But the most important part for me right now is that you can easily and quickly clean the printer and prepare it to another task. So as I told you, our buckets are universal. So now you just open the bucket, and magnets will hold down the cover, and now you just take out the bucket, and the last thing that you need to do is refresh the powder and put it back into this powder handling station. You can use a funnel into that. So the same bucket goes back, and it's just easily on and off, and the device is ready for refreshing. So you just put the dedicated amount of fresh powder, which is indicated in Sinterit Studio and the printer itself, and just install the funnel and quickly pour the powder into the initial depowdering zone, which then will be transported with the feeding screw with grinder into our system, and it will finish into bucket ready to be reused. So that's basically it. So thank you for watching that movie, and I will tell you a little bit more about key features. So, well, powder handling station becomes some sort of center our universe. It just bonds every device that we created. It is the middle part that organized every possible different devices. So it makes a workflow pretty sensible. So you have the printing part, cleaning the printer and the work area. You have initial depowdering, precise depowdering. It also has the powder refreshing. Then you go to the sandblasting, and voila, you end up with the powder that you can reuse. Okay, so the first part is initial post-processing, and basically what is doing is just quickly moves the powder out of your way. So the powder chunks are just pressed into the feeding screw and transported into this bucket, and then you can go to the fine depowdering zone and clean out your printout. This is very fast process. So now the precise depowdering, and precise depowdering is basically cleaning the printouts from the powder residue that is stick to them. So you just use tools that are near to you, and then suction here is just sucking the powder into the cyclone, so it means that no powder will be released into air. So fine dust chamber makes it really super clean, and ATEX vacuum cleaner sucks it into the system. So the third part is printout sandblasting, and well, sandblasting is the process that everybody probably knows. So I will focus on the metal shelf here that is able to hold a sandblaster extra large, and even our foldable tray. So this makes your part of post-processing also at hand. So the fourth cleaning the printer and work area point is about vacuuming. It has flexible 2-meter suction hose with hose ends, many hose ends, and basically you can easily vacuum the printer, vacuum the powder out of the printer, vacuum the whole system, whole station, vacuum the printer, and everything will end up, as I always repeat, in the bucket, ready to be reused. And the fifth and the last point of that quick and efficient experience is powder refreshing. So you just take the bucket from here, put a dedicated amount of fresh here, and then put it back to the system, let the system mix it, and then let the system mix it, and then you just need to shave the bucket for a few moments. So, and I will just describe you how it works in pretty simple steps, but please ask any questions in Q&A. We will answer all of them. So few initial things that has been not said. So our powder handling station is equipped with powder separator. It separates the powder and the air. The second thing is the sieving module here. So the sieving module will sieve the powder, and that's why the powder in the bucket, which is universal, we sell the powder into this bucket. This bucket is in the sieve. This bucket is in the cyclone separator, added to the ATEX vacuum cleaner as well. So this bucket is pretty universal. So then the powder is ready to be reused. And well, we really listen to our customers. So everything that you need, every possible tools that we and customers think that are needed are always at hand. They are in the drawers, they are in the set, so you can easily reach for them. Even the grid, smaller grid to the powder handling station if you're printing small objects, because we are able to print things that are 100 microns. So that's it. And how the powder handling station looks in datasheet? Well, it weighs 150 kilograms, so it's quite heavy. It has sieving module, built-in powder separators, hoses, LED lighting, and metal container. It can be powered by 110 and 230 volts power. When we were designing this device, we knew that it might be heavy. So we decided, okay, but it needs to be movable and it needs to fit through most of the doors at our customers. That's why it really fits to most of the doors at our customers, but it has wheels, and in the package, it is transported on a pallet, and in the package, there are rails just to drive off this device, and then you drive it like a supermarket trolley. So that's it. And it's really great for using with many printers. You can use it with many printers. Well, to sum up, we really, this powder handling station bring up the Sinterit to a completely new level. The level of fast, clean, and efficient work with powder that puts all processing in one place. If the workspace is awesomely clever. Tools are really in reach. The powdering is in 5 steps, but to be honest, the powdering takes like, I don't know if it takes more than 5 minutes. And yeah, it can work with many printers. So now it's a Dominic thing. So thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you for explaining everything very clearly and in details. I have to say that when I first time saw the PHS in our production hall, I started, examining it from different sides and looking for drawbacks. Because I'm really like detail-oriented guy, so I was very surprised to see how well planned and considered the whole project of this unit is. It's a really well planned unit that fits to all our solution. I mean, if you place it next to the printer on our platform, it fits exactly the height of the open printer. That's just for instance. It fits also 2 sandblasters on the other side, which is just really great. We do have a feeling that we fulfilled the requirement of having a full, complete solution. And needless to say, we are first desktop SLS manufacturer who did it. But to move on to the practical stuff regarding this new product, orders are possible to be placed already right now. However, we will be delivering the product, the PHS, already since January. So the first units are already assembled. And we will be, like I said, after Christmas, we will start shipping them first, of course, to our distributors, and then they will appear also in our offer to be sent directly. Speaking of ordering, of course, there is a question about the price. How much does it cost? Is it very expensive or not? The SRP, the suggested retail price that we have for this unit, is 5,490 euros. If you compare the price, if you put it into a perspective of other similar products from let's say the big manufacturers, you will see that this price is 10 to 20 times lower than the competitive products, which I think is a great information. All the pricing that we will be talking about further on in this presentation, I have to say that this is the pricing for European Union. This is the pricing that we are using on our web store and in our offers, as well as our EU distributors. Distributors from outside of the European Union, or from other continents, they need to apply additional fees due to taxes, due to shipping costs, etc. So the price there might be different. So please be aware that we are speaking here only about the EU pricing. The powder handling set, this is also another new thing that I wanted to talk about, because except for despite like introducing the new tool, we introduced also a new understanding of our offers. So one of the other new thing that we have to that we would like to introduce you today is the new sets that Sinterit is creating and recommending. So you don't need to pick the products one by one. You can simply choose a set, and by choosing a set, you will be able to get a discount depending on the kind of set. I will go through the sets right now. So the powder handling set consists of the powder handling station and also the ATEX vacuum cleaner plus the cyclone separator, this unit here. Altogether, this is a complete powder handling set. We decided that we can sell also the PHS without the ATEX, because some of our clients already purchased the ATEX vacuum cleaner and they already have it, so there is a chance to buy it separately. However, if you would like to buy it all together as a set, there is a possibility of having this saving. Another set, which is I think the core of our offer, the core because it has everything, it consists of everything. We gave it a name professional set. This is a set where you have not only all the hardware that we have, the Sinterit Lisa Pro, Sandblaster, ATEX vacuum cleaner, and also the star of today's presentation, PHS, powder handling station, but also in this set you get Sinterit Studio Advanced and our other new product introduced 2 months ago, the dedicated powder tools. This is everything actually that you really need to have a full working station for SLS, and not to get a brick of powder, but to get a very finished, well-finished final product with possibility of mixing the powder, refreshing it very quickly for the next printouts. This is professional set. If you choose this one, finally, we are giving discounts. So there is 940 euro special discount for choosing this set. However, if you would like to choose a smaller option without the PHS, you are fine with the sieve module only and with the ATEX vacuum cleaner. Yes, we do have such option as well. This is Lisa Pro set with a saving of 740 euro. Why these sets are so important? Previously, we didn't offer discounts for composing sets. I think it is a great news because if you were planning, if you were considering building and installing a truly professional SLS 3D printing station, then you can do it right now easily with a saving. The other new thing that I would like to talk about briefly is a new way of presenting our products while composing the final offer. If you, for instance, have a sandblaster and you don't need to purchase a full set, we prepared like a simple steps, simple way for you how you can go segment by segment and choose the next appropriate tools that will compose your individual set. So we have modules for printing, for powder management, post-processing, the software, powders, and services. And just to give you an example how it looks like in a real life, these are the steps that you are going through. You are making a choice of the printer. You are choosing which kind of powder management would you like to have. Is it a new PHS or is it the combination of all the previously introduced products, etc. And you are going this way straight to the software and the powders. By the way, powders will be covered briefly in a few minutes by Robert, so I won't be wasting time on that. But one more important thing that I would like to focus on are the services. Sinterit services usually have been like a little bit in the background, but to make it more attractive for you, we prepared another discounts for the bundles of services. What kind of services Sinterit is offering? This is extended warranty. This is the first thing. More and more clients are choosing extended warranty when purchasing a printer. It gives you extension of 1 year. So instead of standard 1 year, you get 2 years of fully covered warranty for your Sinterit Lisa. The other element is care plan. Care plan is possibility of printing your printouts in Sinterit in case of something wrong happens with your printer and it needs to go to us for a trip. And also the online training, 3 hours of online training. This is something cool, I think, because it's done by us, by Sinterit team. So you have Robert or someone from his team who is conducting a 3-hour training where you have individual session with him, and you can ask all the questions, look through the camera, through all the parts of the printer, and get everything like super directly from us. If you decided to choose it with us and not with the distributor, we offer this kind of discounts. However, we really encourage you to work closely with our distributors because we have very great partners here. So if you would like to find a distributor of our products, ask questions, get a quotation, or simply ordered samples, like Janusz said in the beginning, this is all possible through our website. And really, we are very happy to have contact with you, to answer your questions, to be in touch with you. We really miss the real-life contact of the trade shows that disappeared in 2020. So please give us a chance and contact us, and let's stay in touch. From my side, this is all, but Robert has also one more very important announcement. Speaking of powders, Robert.
We just want to introduce you our 7th material in our Sinterit offer. Well, but before doing that, I just quickly tell you about other materials. Well, spending those years on the SLS market, we discovered that, yeah, customers mostly use PA12, but since like 2018, customers starts to be in SLS, starts to be interested in many different materials, searching for different materials. That's why we have many of them, and we are proudly we will release another one. Well, we divided those materials. For like standard prototyping, we have PA12 Smooth. For performance, we have PA11 Onyx. And we have FlexiGray, FlexiBright, FlexiSoft, and TPE as a flexible material family, which is the largest, I think, on the benchtop SLS market. We are open for third-party materials, so with our system, you can easily test, try, use other materials if you can. But now we are just want to introduce you PA11 ESD, a new material. Well, with this new material and with all of those, we can print pretty hard to imagine things, to be honest. The flexibility of that structure, for example, everybody who has it at hand knows how it works. Yeah, the real life parts like that, detail of the surface brought by PA family. So all of those things, super fragile flowers, because well, flex materials can be also very fragile. So those things are the effect of working on powders. And PA11 ESD is the material that is specialized. It has heat resistant and ESD functionality. So what it means that you can use it in it's ESD safe material. It has better thermal properties than the before, dimension stability like all of our materials, and is biosourced from castor oil. And you can use it in electronic casings, text fixtures, automotive parts, of course, high accuracy part like all of our materials. But it's great that you can use it as a fixtures for electrostatic dissipation and as parts that can work in explosive atmosphere. So here is a data sheet, but basically it's a material with good mechanical properties and thermal properties, and the volume and surface resistant that makes it an ESD safe material. So those two parts makes it ESD safe material. Of course, as a company, we always have reusable materials. So this one is also reusable. So you can use it and refresh it with 60% of refresh ratio. So if you have any questions about that material, please ask them on a Q&A session. So thank you, guys. That was fast. I hope that Q&A session will be lasting long. So thank you, and we are waiting for your questions in Q&A session.
Thank you as well.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Is it possible to get a price offer from you? Do you sell product as producer, or you simply rely on your distributors? I think it's totally Dominic's question. So Dominic, answer.
Yes, this is question for the sales department. Janusz, would you like to answer?
Yes. Sorry, because I had some technical problems with the connection. We are selling by ourselves, but we are selling mainly by the distributors. So it depends where you are located, Kamil. Because we prefer to make the sales through our distributors, because you are closer to the distributor, you speak the same language, and they can give you local support. We are usually farther than our distributors. So if you are interested, please contact us. But the price will be the same, yes, in case of European Union. So I really advise to contact a distributor, but you can contact us and we can arrange everything together. So no problem. Next question, please.
So, can this type of powder explode in principle or implode, combust? If so, have you taken precaution to eliminate that risk? Yes, we did have taken the precautions to eliminate that risk. We are using ATEX vacuum cleaner, so it saves in its principle, and the ATEX vacuum cleaner and whole sieving module, everything is grounded to the sieve, so there is no risk to explosion or implosion or combustion.
Okay, so maybe I add a very important topic about the ATEX. We are promoting and we are offering only ATEX or Intertech vacuum cleaners. So we are really don't recommend to use the powder for cleaning fireplace or this type of things, because okay, can happen nothing, but if happen, they will be big problems. So only use, please, certified tools, especially with some, let's say, explosion risk. So can any vacuum cleaner be used? No, I just answered this question. Yes, no. This should be ATEX. Maybe Paul, you are thinking also about another vacuum cleaner together with our powder handling station. So we design our pending station as a bundle with this vacuum cleaner what we offer, and we there are some pressure right cuts, everything is is working together, and we cannot guarantee that other vacuum cleaner will be working properly and you will not be losing some powder. So I really recommend to have our solution. Also, all connectors are the same and are designed for the ATEX vacuum cleaner offered by us. Okay.
Okay, what about the size of the holes within the worktop? Are small, tiny parts welcome? Yes, they are. We have two meshes in our powder handling station. The first is with the holes 15 millimeters to 15 millimeters, and the smaller grid has 3 millimeter to 3 millimeter steel plate. Steel plate with holes 3.3 to 3. So yeah, we have two, and both are in the set. What about powder cross-contamination? Well, all of our powders should be, I don't know the nature of this question, is quite hard for me to understand. So if you can make it a little bit more explained, it would be great. But I think that that about the powder cross-contamination means that the powder are also, you can recycle the powders and you can use the recycle system in your country. It means that you can throw it away as plastic, basically.
I think, Robert, it's a question about the changing the materials.
Well, let Mr. Marcus Dancy expand that question, and then we answer it maybe. Well. Mm-hmm. So if you would be so kind and make this
type again.
Yeah. Okay, let's move further. And okay, what if we order directly before January 1st? Well, this is also Dominic's and Janusz question.
Okay, I guess, Paul, that you are from UK, yes? Okay. Okay, we also hate this Brexit, so we are on the same page. From this, as what I know right now, we need to make some customs if it is, shipped after the 1st of January. So I would like to ask you, Paul, to contact us directly. Maybe we'll be able to arrange it and ship quicker. I cannot promise right now, but let's be in contact, and maybe we'll help you and do it before. Because from this, what I know, after the order means nothing. Only the real shipment and crossing the border is a date when they calculate the taxes and the customs.
Any lost casting material in development? When we have currently we have many materials in development, but well, it's quite hard to say. We do not have such a material right now in development, but you can contact us and we can stay connected if you have any suggestions, or we can help you, and you can also maybe help us to make it possible with that lost casting material. So yeah. Hello. Can we print with PA12 glass field material? Well, and that's the beauty of our open system. Basically, our open system will allow you to do that, but we do not did such a test. So you can try, and you have every tools that are needed to succeed with our printer. To be honest, because the parameters of Lisa Pro are open, so you can test any powder that you can. We did not did such a test. We do, maybe they are in some sort of benchmark right now, but you can definitely try to print with every PA12 material that is on the market with our system.
However, the material needs to be dark. It's not the system is not working with white materials. This is important to mention.
Well,
when it
yeah,
comes to PA12.
Yeah, it depends about absorption, but basically, yes, it should be a little bit darkish, but there are ways to make the material a little bit darker. So yeah.
The mass density of the printout, the average grain size.
What about the mass density of the printout and the average grain size? So average grain size of our powder is little less than, I believe, 50, but I don't know which powder, but let's assume that this is a PA12 powder. So average grain size is around 50 microns, I believe, from 25, I believe, to 50 microns. And the density is, well, it's quite hard to say, but let's say 1.6. It means that to create 1 cubic millimeter of 1 cubic centimeter of powder of printout, we need to use 1.6, 1.8 cubic centimeters of powder. So I think that I addressed this quite well.
However, the density of printout is much thicker. I mean, the powder which becomes a printout is getting compressed, let's say, because the air which is in between the particles of the powder disappears. The powder gets melted, gets sintered altogether. That's why you know, the same weight of powder and the same weight of printout would have different volumes. So the printout would be smaller because it's much more dense than just a loose powder.
Yeah, 1.6 to 1.8 smaller.
Okay, how much these bundles and service plans would cost in Mexico? It's not established yet because it was also new for our distributors, but our distributor Mexico 3D Market, they will offer for you to, I'm sure, they need to calculate it because, you know, they need to add the shipment, they need to add some taxes, some customs, etc., like it is with the printer. So I don't know how much, but please contact 3D Market and they will tell you exactly, and they make the offer, of course.
Is PA11 ESD capable and suitable for outside application, meaning it is resistant and capable of to withstand sub-zero temperatures? Is the moisture absorption a big concern? Well, moisture absorption, well, it has some moisture absorption, as all polyamides has. So it's nothing that wasn't there before. But for sub-zero temperatures, I think that it's, well, let's figure it out. I believe that sub-zero might be too much for this, to be honest.
Okay, we didn't make the test for sub-zero temperature.
Yes. So I realized top-down resin printers reign supreme in the 3D printed at world. But is there a projection on how soon SLS printing methods can catch up to fluid-based printing methods for capturing high-resolution fine details? Well, maybe Dominic will answer that.
How soon SLS printing methods can catch up the fluid-based printing method? Yes, I mean the high resolution.
This is a difficult question because, like in every 3D printing technology, we have some physical limitations, and the structure of fluid has its, like a resin as a fluid has its mechanical limitations and physical limitations, and the same is with powder. Like when we are speaking with a powder that has a grain of some certain size, and also we have like a laser beam, which is also a dot of a certain size. It's when we imagine sintering an object, we have to think about, anyway, about doing it in layers which have this like a staircase structure anyway, like in FDM, but much smoother, much smaller. Resin 3D printing offers even smoother surfaces. However, anyway, we are getting to the point where we have to face and consider the other, like all of the limitations that we have. And I'm thinking right now about the supporting structure, that no matter how smooth and how nice the structure or the details of SLA, let's say, printouts would be, there is always a need to use supporting structure, which brings a limitation to some certain printouts. So in my opinion, there is it's not a matter of like making a race who will have the higher resolution of printing, let's say, but simply to adjust the certain technology to a certain needs. That's why the companies which are vastly using 3D printing, they do not focus only on one technology. They have even like FDM printers, although they are using very expensive SLS systems or SLA or DLP or SLM even. They also have FDM for doing something simple, quickly, but super fast. That's why I think it's not a matter of chasing with SLA, but simply to realizing and considering the needs and the limitations that each of the technologies is offering.
Do you believe that you are blending sufficiently the aged powder with the virgin one? If the blend is not 100% homogeneous, you can have huge variations into the parts quality. How are you checking if the blend is homogeneous blended? Well, basically we did many tests how to blend the powder, and yeah, putting it to the powder handling station and then mixing it in the bucket for like 15 seconds gives the pretty good blend, and we do not have we tested, we measured it, and everything is okay. Powder is not degraded by far, so you can refresh it that, and it's key to success. Can we use argon gas instead of nitrogen? Gas usage will be lower. We currently use argon for other technologies. Well, basically you can test that, but we are using nitrogen, to be honest, and in Europe, nitrogen is the most popular covering gas. So you can test with argon. Our system is open, so you can also adjust the flow of argon through the system, so you use open parameters as well to adjust. So yeah, I think that you can try to test argon if it will do the job with the material that you are willing to and that you want to print.
Well, okay, what is next in Sinterit Studio? Yes.
Yeah, we're working on many projects, to be honest. Definitely it will be something, because, well, it will be something new and something that really we bring on the benchtop level as well, but it's a little bit secret right now. Many printer manufacturer makes their solution comparable using operational price in euros, centimeters, squares. What is in the case of Sinterit Lisa Pro with PA12 Smooth? My other question is, are you planning to announce a polisher machines using rocks or steel spikes? Well, there are just like few questions at once. So first, what is the case using operational price in euro per cubic centimeter? Well, you can look out of our simple pricing on our website. You can also take the part to be priced, and we will price and we will send you the quotation, which will be the part of the price. So yes, this is the thing that I think answered. What is the case of Sinterit Pro with PA12 Smooth? Yeah. My other question is, are you planning to announce a polisher machines? Where we have many projects in our way. Many of them are secret, but I believe that rock, steel, or spikes are in QE. To be honest, I don't believe that we will release some of those in a near future, but we definitely think about it.
Yes, I need to confirm. We think about it, but anyway, the smoothness of the PA12 is an even name, smooth.
Yes,
they're really great. The surface is fantastic, and many people pay attention on that. That our printouts are very smooth. So I know that somebody would like to have some even smoother on some surfaces to be covered by other things, maybe coloring and this type of things. So like Robert said, we have some things, on our radar, and R&D department is working on something. I cannot also to tell more right now, but thank you for that, because it gives us, the feedback that the market needs such solution as well. So thank you for question.
Does the print quality, complexity, detailedness depend on the powder? Are all of your powders provide the same possibility of complex shape? Are the printed walls porous, or the grains are fully melted and smooth? Are layers 0.75 millimeters visible? So it depends on the powder, to be honest, because PA12 smooth is the powder that has more that has great surface. PA11 as well. So I would print possibly very complex shapes of those parts, but the rubbers are also good for that, but not that good as PA11 and PA12, especially in PA12 because of the particle size. The printed walls are porous a little bit, so like in all polyamides, because of the technology. And the layers, 75 micron layers, aren't visible. They might be visible when you position the printout in a different, in not suggested way, but usually the layers aren't visible. So. What if you change from PA12 to a flexible TPU material? In the new machine, I noticed that the channel looks like small amounts of PA12 can be accidentally mixed up in TPU. It could be wrong though. Flexible in the new machine, I noticed the channel.
This is the question, Robert, about the PHS and how to change the powder in PHS.
Yes, you can switch materials in PHS. I believe is that you can detach the sieving module and clean it with compressed air, and also take the PHS out and clean it with compressed air. And on the beginning, and it should be work fine. Well, cleaning the powder handling station is, and switching the materials is in powder handling station is something that I believe we addressed in the best way, because from the things that I know and from the cleaning station that I have seen, none of them can be cleaned in that fast time. It takes like 7-8 hours. So I believe our will be cleaned in 1 or 2 hours. So yes, it is possible.
But it is worth to say that yes, we were thinking about it, and this was because we had many discussions when we were creating and developing the product. We had like a internal interdepartmental team, let's say, for many months, where we were having meetings and and talking about the current status of the project, of the powder handling station. First it was made of cardboard and so on. Like this whole process of development of a new product. And one of my concerns was also about the cleaning. Okay, like there are many like small gaps, small places where the powder can stick into. So the powder handling station was designed in having cleaning idea in mind. That okay, sometimes someone would be keen to simply switch to different materials. So yes, this is possible. It will take a little while, but for sure it's not that complex and complicated, like in case of the big machines that are already in the market, of the other solutions. And the other thing that I want to say also regarding that is that many of our partners who already have sieve, who already purchased like our printer and of course the Sandblaster and the sieve, this is not a loss for them, because they will be able to use this sieve simply for a different material. For instance, for flexible, for TPU or for Flexa Gray or any other Flexa. So powder handling station could stay only for the PA materials, while the sieve that you already have can be used for the rubber-like materials.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see that we have very good question today, and we have some
Great.
On the chat. So thank you very much, guys,
Awesome.
this question. So that's thank you for that. Meantime, if you have any question about the powder handling station, about the offer as well, so please let us know. Please type it. We still are here, and we are willing to answer all your questions today. So the next one.
Is the new product from your offer composed of the old sieve, or there is a new sieve with new design? Well, you mean the sieving? If you mean the sieving module, it's redesigned. It's a little bit redesigned, but yes, we are based on our previous good working solutions. But it's a little bit tuned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but already Dominic answered and talk about it, but that you can really use the old sieve, let's say, for the other materials like TPU, for instance, and you are more flexible. You don't need to clean the powder handling station. Also, remember that this similar powder handling station, what the big companies they offer for a lot of money, they are not able to clean it so well, So they are mainly focused on the one material. So in our case, it is possible to clean, but also you can be more flexible using with the sieve, with the material what you're using only from time to time. So that's also possible.
Kamil, I will go into deep dive with this question. Well, when we designed powder handling station, we tried to implement a sieving module from the Sinterit powder sieve, the black ones, and then we discovered that the feeding screw with grinder just pushes too much powder, and the sieve is not efficient. So that's why we just rebuilt a sieving module a little bit, just to be quick enough to sieve the powder that is quickly pushed by the feeding mechanism. So yeah, it is a little bit tuned sieving mechanism.
Yes, and also one important thing about the new sieve, the new sieving module, it is faster and more efficient than the small sieve. So this is also important information. Yeah, okay. There are some small changes, but what I'm thinking is perhaps Kamil is interested in the sound of the sieve, because it's made.
Yeah, it will be later on, because
because sound of the sieve is one of the things that we get very good feedback on.
Okay. Okay, Bart, where can I order the other
version of Sinterit Studio? Well, basically, we have only one version of the Sinterit Studio, so you can contact your distributor. It comes with a machine. If you have any issues with this Sinterit Studio, and somehow you are thinking about older Sinterit Studio, so you need to contact us at support@sinterit.com, and we will help you with pleasure. So,
but if Bart, if you are asking about the other version of Sinterit Studio, like the Sinterit Studio Profiles or Sinterit Studio Advanced, you can contact your distributor, or you can contact. Alternatively, you can contact us directly, and both the distributor or we can prepare an offer for that.
there was a question about the sound, the noise. So I will be faster than that. So the noise is less than 75 decibel. It is noisy as the ATEX vacuum cleaner. Yes. So yes, the powder cleaning machine is noisy is the ATEX vacuum cleaner, and it is around 75 decibels top. So yeah. But ATEX vacuum cleaner works only when you are fine dusting the part and vacuuming all the elements, I believe. And then it can go, and if you notice that it pushes the powder to the sieving module, it will, you can turn off the vacuum cleaner, and sieve will be sieving the powder without ATEX vacuum cleaner. So it is not that noisy, to be honest. Is it necessary to fill the printing tray up to the top with powder, regardless the number of size of the part? And that's the beauty of our system, that you don't have to put a lot of powder, a lot of more powder that you need to print. If you put your project into our printer, the printer adjusts the size of the feedback just to the printouts that you have made. So it will. For example, if you're printing something small, it will not tell you to fill the chamber fully. It will tell you to fill the chamber basically on the size of the part, 3 centimeters more or 4. So, and this is also good if you are using open parameters and you are testing the new powder, because, well, that will allows you to put a small amount of powder into our system to test it. And for example, some customers have like 4 kilograms of super experimental powder, and they don't reach the required level for starting to print, and our printer might reduce that input. So that's why our open system is great for testing new powders as well, because the input of the powder is quite significantly small comparing to others.
Mm-hmm. Okay, before Robert will answer next question, I would like to ask you about typing in the chat what generally you think about our solution. If you like it, or you have some doubts, or you have some remarks, it will be very, very good to have direct feedback from you, because this is first time we present it to the market, to you, to our customers, to our partners. And we are really very, very interesting how you are feeling. What are your first feeling about the powder handling station when you meet it first time? So thank you for all the information in the chat. If you can put it, I will be very grateful for that. And yeah, Robert, please.
Kabi discussed, is it possible to cover ATEX vacuum cleaner with a sound absorbing material as a part of the powder cleaning machine? Well, we do not recommend that, because, well, it might lead to the engine overheating. So we did not test that. Basically, I think you should try. We do not recommend that.
Okay, I see that we have no more questions. I see that there are some opinion on chat. So we have the congratulations that it's a good idea, that we are going great. Okay, nice to hear you. Nice to hear such opinion. If somebody would like to add maybe some criticize, so also would like to know, because you want to know what we need to improve. So don't be free to contact with us and share your opinion. It will be
basically powder handling station was made by opinions about the fans and also about the critics. So this is the beauty of our system, that we strongly believe in opinions about our system from our users. So
Okay. So thank you very much. So I think we have all questions answered today. We will let ourselves to send thanks by email to you. So you will have all the contacts to us in that email. So if you need any other information, any support, any advice, please contact us directly. I showed you also the channels of communication today. Visit our website. Please feel free to ask the questions all the time when you need any advice or you have any doubts, any problems, or any other topics to discuss with us. So we are open for that. How big it is? This is one. It is last question, but it was on the one slide.
Okay, thank you guys. It was a really pleasure, and yeah, keep safe, be safe in these difficult times. So see you on the next webinar.
Thank you very much as well, guys. Take care, stay safe.
Thank you very much.
It was a great
Bye
pleasure.
bye.
Bye.